I've got another question here that I want to throw up to Tony. You've talked, matter of fact, everything that you've talked about has been laced with a sense of fiscal responsibility. You talk as a businessman, and you wouldn't have made it as a chef if you didn't know that it's business. It's all about business. We'd love to hear a little more about the economic benefits of your work, both for Baltimore and for your state, and what parts of that you think might actually translate to other areas.
Sure. We're doing this amazing program in Maryland, and this has been a partnership since day one. We've been working with the governor's office, with the Secretary of Agriculture, and the director of the Maryland Department of Education. And we're creating this thing called Maryland's Best Brand, right? So, and it was a complete ripoff from my buddy in Chicago. So I have to give Bob Bloomer props for that. What we're doing is we're contract cropping. We're choosing 5 things that we know grow really well in Maryland. Working with farmers, working with aggregators, and we found an underutilized processing plant, and we're going to take, carrots, corn, green beans, peas, and tomatoes, and IQF, that's individually quick freeze those items in the summer months where it's, abundant, and then sell it to the school system. So we've sort of pulled our purchasing power together to start making these purchases. So ultimately, the farmer makes more money. And in Maryland, like some other states, we have a lot of tobacco money and a lot of money that we're paying farmers a subsidy not to grow tobacco. So what we're saying is, so rather than not grow tobacco, why don't you grow food for our kids? Give you the same money, right? And put an incentive there. And then the processor actually makes a little more money because they can cut out some of the brokers, right? And then the school districts save money by not only buying local food, but it's better food, fresher food, and it's per our specs and contract crop. So all of that money stays in Maryland. We estimate in our first year that we should be able to pump, close to $200 million back into the state of Maryland. I don't know about Georgia, but Maryland, we're hurting right now. So we're trying to figure out ways to keep our money, in our state and in our community and create jobs and opportunity. This central kitchen concept that we're working on in Baltimore is not just a place to create food for the school system, but it's a place to leverage all of the resources so we can create meals from Head Start to hospice, right? So, nutrition is important at all stages of life. So you leverage your purchasing power, you leverage your production power, and you create vocational job training centers at these places that you can springboard into, careers as a chef, as a restaurateur, as a, logistics or accounting or any of the things that are associated with this industry. Also for a farmer, there are a lot of you guys that really make great products, but you don't have $800,000 to go invest in a commercial kitchen. You're able to take your products then, go to that central kitchen, purchase production time, and create your best salsa, your best spaghetti sauce, your, whatever it is, the chutney that you make, and then that money, again, stays in the state. You're able to do value-add sales in your farmers markets on your operations for a very low cost, but it's this cooperative approach to manufacturing that makes a lot of sense. Look, this is how we started in this country, There was like a grist mill that showed up, and it wasn't just for that guy, it was for everybody that grew corn or wheat or whatever was around, and they came and processed. So I think that technology is smart, and it works, and it's effective. And if we can get back to that, we can, continue to strengthen our country. These are hard times, you guys.